Good day, audience. Welcome back to the Cash Bag Show. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to hear from you. I'm glad that you see me, and I'm glad that you sitting with me, right? Maybe standing. I don't know. Please like, share, and subscribe. I want to talk about some current events as we usually do. Address the real world. Talk about our households and talk about our pocketbooks and talk about how we're going to grow, maintain, and make it happen. So, a few different things I want to address. Of course, it always comes back to investments. You know what I'm saying? And real-time investments. None of that, stocks and stuff like that that many people are not informed or educated about. We're just talking about the real life portion of it, right? The foundation of what our parents done growing on and our grandparents done growing on. And I think they've done pretty well in generations in past, right? So I want to talk about gold today. I want to talk about women and females, ladies of the household, young upcoming women, and of course, the subject of matter, the real-time economy of tariffs and how it's affecting this country in real time, right? So let's be realistic, right? So in the end of the day, this is like the new COVID 2.0. You see what I'm saying? We all went through COVID a few years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it was. And we all experienced it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, just being isolated and turmoil and just not knowing what was going to happen. So in the end of the day, with this situation here, this is much worse, right? This is way worse because in the end of all of this, we don't have a bright future. We're going on somebody's word, right? One person is telling us of how it's going down. Listen, I'm an independent. I don't go with the right and I don't go with the left. I go with what my thoughts and my beliefs are, right? And my feelings to this is it's very uncertain. And what does that mean? Uncertainty means you don't know if you're going to have your job, if you're going to be able to continue your lifestyle. You don't know where money is going to come and go from, even as a small business owner, right? The reason why I brought the household woman into this, the household female into this, is because you guys, you ladies, are the biggest consumers, one of the biggest consumers in the world, right? It starts off ladies first and men come after. And I'm going to get to that point. The point that I'm trying to state to you is, see, with gold, it's something that is that you can embrace, something that you can hold, something that you can put away, something you can touch, something you can take a small piece off of, liquidate, and move forward and use it for what you need to use it for, or just put it away. Unlike the dollar or any other economy that's out there, you see what I'm saying? The dollar goes up, the dollar goes down. Yes, I know what you're about to say. So does gold. But let me tell you something. Gold will never lose its value like the currency will. You understand what I'm saying? It won't lose. It will not. You don't have to go to the exchange to go change your dollar for a euro or a pound or a yen. You understand what I'm saying? You can go anywhere, and if you want to liquidate gold, as an example, there may be an emergency. Here you go. Here goes this chain. X, Y, and Z. Weigh it out. This is the price of gold. This is what you're going to get. Common sense. You can just look it up. Easy. Simple. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, as women, now I'm going to circulate it to the women portion. Part of it is where women love jewelry, right? This is a great point where you can state to your significant other, your spouse, your loved one, to where if you buy gold, if you buy jewelry, it is a long-term investment. Now, be smart and don't go buying gold with trinkets on it. And, technically, I always recommend 18 karat plus. I'm old school. I like 22 karat, 24 karat. That's pure gold, and you're never going to go wrong with that. But of course, you also pay for the design of it. Just be smart about your purchases, right? Because I guarantee you, whatever you buy today, it's going to be much more next year and the following year, right? So I highly recommend to always, if you want to use an excuse to buy something for yourself and as an investment, get gold, man. Get yourself a bracelet, get yourself gold earrings, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? You look good, you feel good about it, but guess what? You can put it away. You know what I mean? And add on to that collection. Keep on adding on. Keep on adding on. And I guarantee you, I can promise you this. Hey, look, you tired of it? Go trade it in. And you're going to get more. When you trade. It's not like a car. You get less of the value. You're going to get more for what then you bought it for. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just stating this out to you, right? Because with the tariffs going on now we're up to 145% here in America with the tariffs against China. So you're telling me as a person that I feel comfortable of my assets, where they stand? No, I don't. You know what I mean? So I have to get something that I know, God forbid, if the worst happens, I can liquidate. I can do commerce with. I can bargain with. I can trade with. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to make this into some conspiracy thing. I'm just trying to make this into a safety net thing, right? So, at the end of the day, you guys have to understand, when it comes down to cosmetics, ladies, again, I addressed this before. Whatever you were paying for, I guarantee you're going to be paying almost 70. No, I can guarantee you're going to be paying about 65% more than what you were paying before. You were paying for something, you were paying, let's just say, $50. Well, you'll probably be paying $110, $115. And that's on the low end. I'm just being realistic, right? For whatever it may be. Maybe your body wash, your nail polish. It is what it is. It's going to hit you all in your purses. I'm telling you, I know it. It is. It's already going on. So, and we have to be prepared for it. Be smart, be sharp. Don't rely on, markets and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go get gold in the market. No. That's not what I would do. Because I can't touch it. I can't feel it. What if something happens to the people that you bought it from in the market? Can you call them and say, hey, look, can you send me over $50,000 right now? No, they're not going to do that. Well, we need you to sign some paperwork. We'll get back to you. No, we're not going to go with that, man. You know what I'm saying? I need 50,000. I know where to get 50,000 from. Here you go. Bam. Boom. Done deal. Why do you think in Dubai you can go up to a vending machine and buy gold bars, buy gold coins? That's something normal. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? If I was the average citizen and I had leisure to go and fly all around the world and I had liquid cash, you know what I would do? I would go to Dubai, enjoy myself for a week, and I would buy some gold. That easy. I would go enjoy. They have 24 karat gold. You go to it's not different prices now. Whatever the price is that day, that vending machine is going to issue out to you. You swipe your bank card onto that machine. You want $50,000 worth of gold, and whatever the current rate is, it's going to drop it down for you. And guess what? Hey, you can turn that into a big old necklace. Now you got some jewelry, and you can fly back in. And we avoided the tariffs because it's jewelry, right? You're wearing it, you put it on as a nice bracelet. You know what I mean? That's it. Now it's safe. It's not It's a consumable thing. It's not something that is, you're looking to turn a profit on, so you get hit with customs. This is realistic. This is easy stuff. This is easy, basic stuff that people need to take advantage of, instead of going to the Bahamas and spending 30 grand out there and coming back and talking about, honey, the credit card bill is due. Nah, man. Look, head over to Dubai for a week. Go grab you some gold. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Enjoy the beautiful buildings and have a bomb of a vacation. But come back with an investment. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want you all to do. And that's how I want you all to think. Because if you don't do that, this sitting president today, he's telling us, hey, you know what? I'm only issuing out tariffs for China. Everybody else is on hold for 90 days. Great. Oh, man, everybody's clapping. The stock market went up yesterday. Well, guess what? Today the market went back down. Now, on his time, on his feelings, I'm going to sit here and sit on the edge of my seat every morning listening to the radio, TV, watching the internet, may it be whatever it is. And I'm going to sit here and wait for somebody to tell me what they feel. This is like a ruler. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. And this tells me what my investments are in the stock market. Man, forget the stock market. I can't hold on to that. Good luck getting somebody on the phone trying to clear up something. If this is what you do, that's what you do. Great for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you to take it back to the good old basics. You understand what I'm saying? Get gold. You ain't going to go wrong with gold. Gold is where it's at. I can guarantee that, man. And you know what? That is history. You can sit here and look at the price of gold. From last year, it went up. From the year before, it went up. From the year before it went up. Ask yourself this question. Tesla was a great stock investment. We're just using that as an example. Where's it at today? Today, as of today. Where was it at last month? But I guarantee you, if you went back in history, a year, 2 years, 3 years, it's been in an incline, right? It had its ups and downs. But guess what? It's in an all-time low. Apple's in an all-time low. These are big, heavy-hitting corporations that you would have never thought that you would lose money if you invested with them. Hey, Bitcoin is even down today. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what isn't down? Gold. I can guarantee you can go back a year, you can go back 10 years, you can go back 20 years. It's more than what it was. I can guarantee that. Gold, gold, gold. Man, you will never go wrong with gold, man. Look, ladies of the household, I'm sure y'all do a lot of shopping for your kids, your family, yourself, your significant other. And I keep on bringing them up, ladies, because, hey, look, in the end of the day, yeah, it's supposed to be the man is the head of the household. Well, you know who runs it is the woman. So to me, you see numbers out there. You all like shopping. You don't have to buy, but you like to shop. And I'm sure you see the numbers out there have changed. So that tells you, as a woman, okay, I have to take control over this. But guess what? You can work to your advantage. As a man, hey, look, you like to sprawl, you like to feel good, you like to have nice and fancy cars. But I'll tell you one thing. If you're a small business owner, this is about to change for you. Because whatever you're selling, whatever you're involved in, 80% of these people out here comes from China. And your whole market is going to get flipped upside down. Your regular customers might not come back and visit you. We all are familiar with Five Below. Yeah, I can guarantee you it's not going to be Five Below anymore. You know what I'm saying? It may be 10 below. It may be 15 below if it keeps on going the way it is. It's not going to be 5 and below. They're not. It's not feasible for them to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's going to be able to keep up with the current pricing that they have because of the tariffs that they're getting hit with. Listen, Our current administration right now is changing up their plans and their policies every day. And we don't know the uncertainty of it. That's why I sat here and I compared it to COVID. Because with COVID, every day we would hope there was some kind of hope. There was something that was going to change, a new vaccine coming out. How many people is it helping? How many people have gotten vaccinated? Hey, look, with this, there is none of that. You know what I mean? It comes down to one person, and it just, what's his tweet of the day going to be? 30 minutes before he's going to shoot off a tweet. Well, guess what? Good luck going to invest in that on that 30 minutes. If that's what we come down to, we're about to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And the household is going to have a problem. So go invest in some gold. Ladies, again, use this as a bargaining chip for yourself, for your household. Man, get your daughters, get your kids, get y'all some nice jewelry and throw it in a safe. You know what I'm saying? In your safety deposit box, may it wherever it is. You know, that is going to be your best bet. That is my advice to you. That is what I'm telling you because I know that for a fact, and I can guarantee you, if you're watching this show, you're very smart and intellectually, amazingly about some money. You want to find out what's going on with your bread and butter, because if you don't get your stuff together, it's going to be hard to find bread and butter for the cost and pricing to afford in this day and age. Look at the price of eggs. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to figure this out. We have to stay on top of it. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're feeling the content, let me know what you want me to talk about. If you have some comments, leave them below. Let's get with it, man. We got to stay with the times. You know, I just want to put this out there to y'all because you guys deserve knowledge and you deserve to hear it from somebody else. If you don't want to hear it in your little voice in your head, you know what I mean? Some people have to hear it out loud, and I'm telling you, verbatim, I'm telling you, we're here. You know, we're at the point to where it needs to be old school investments. Do not fall for these digital investments that they have for you. It's not guaranteed, you know, and make sure that you keep up with whatever that your lifestyle is, because all that is going to change. Your pricing is going to change to whatever you're used to buying on a weekly or bi-weekly basis or a monthly basis. You go to these Costco's and the Walmarts, all that is going to be different pricing, and your budget is going to change. So you have to understand that we're at 140 plus tariffs, 140% plus tariffs, excuse me, and this is serious. You know what I mean? The way it sounds like every day, it sounds like it's going up. You know, I'm just waiting for them to just close the door and say, hey, look, we're not doing any more trading with China, because that's what they're leading to. It's sounding like it. I doubt it, but it's pretty crazy, man. And we just have to sharpen up out here. So please stay on top of your game. And again, I'm going to circle back to the ladies. Figure out how to start doing your own thing, you know, at home, makeup wise, right? Because it's doable. There's a lot of stuff on the internet, and it's good for your skin. It's organic, and that way you can save a few dollars. That's just for the people out there that are not able to keep up with these rising costs, right? But I can guarantee, and I've witnessed it. Cosmetics at home now is like a normal thing to those people that want to go natural. You'll be mind blown to the outcomes of it, right? So I'm just throwing these factors out there for y'all. I think some of y'all are gonna use it, and some people will, you know, will take little pieces of it, right? But please, you know, keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go back to the old school, because that's what got us here to the new school. You know what I mean? As a word I used to hear many years ago, the only new idea here, or the only new thing that's here is you. All those ideas that you brought with you are old. They've been done over and over and over and over again. Well, guess what? It's just like a recipe. That recipe's been perfected and it's been handed to you. Don't change it. Just use it. All right, I'm out. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all on the next one.